28 minutes before 8 o'clock this wonderful Friday morning, or better still, let me say fantastic and of course winning Friday on the Integrity Station Splash 105.5 FM, broadcasting from the White House building in Felele, right here in the city of Ibadan. Good morning to you, our wonderful listener. Thank you very much for joining us at this time. My name is Tunde Olawuwo, reporting for duty today and promising that it's going to be another exciting time, giving you the best and the latest in the world of sports. And of course, getting your feedback, especially those of you are ready, willing, and of course able to play in our game. On our Twitter page this morning, we have a teaser for you. It's a regular every Friday for you to get to win. Winning edition of Friday Sports Bank. I am a former teammate of Dani Alves. I've won at least one trophy with my country and clubs I've played for. I've also played just 3 games in the World Cup. Who am I? Okay, let me, take that again just so you're able to, process it and put the right answer in. I'm a former teammate of Dani Alves. I've won at least one trophy with my country and clubs I've played for. I've also played just 3 games in the World Cup. Who am I? Let me help you. If you're so used to writing exams, mark the word at least one trophy. I hope you understand. Good morning, Faith Adedeji.
Yeah, good morning, Tunde. Good morning, Ayobami, and of course to our esteemed listeners as well. It's another wonderful Friday morning. I seem to be the odd one out a little bit this morning, but then soon I will join the club. And quickly,
I hope you're not breaking away.
No, I'm not. I'm not breaking away for my own league. Well, let me not say too much about that right now. But, you're talking about at least. They always say the devil is in the details. So, you have to help them. You have to pay attention to every minute detail. You have to be as precise as possible. So I trust our listeners, they already know how we do it. And maybe sometimes it doesn't work out, but most often than not, they get to do it right here. And quickly into our history books, today being the 23rd day of April. Well, quickly, it's another Nigerian ex-international. Yes, I would say that is also celebrating his birthday today, talking about Victor Anichebe. Well, maybe he didn't do so much for the Super Eagles. You say he didn't have that kind of blistering international career, you might say that. But regardless of that, he represented Nigeria. In fact, he played at the Olympic Games in 2008. So he's an Olympic silver medalist with us. So he did well in 2008 for us. And whenever I was called upon, he was able to give his beat and all that, even though he had just about 11 caps or thereabouts for the national team. But, it's a wonderful time to celebrate Anichebe. And maybe on the entertainment side, some people will talk about, maybe I shouldn't talk about that right now.
Since you meant to talk about it, why not?
Maybe some people, when they're talking about him, they always remember his affair or the relationship he had with DJ Copy at a particular point in time and all that. But, DJ Copy came out to tell us that it didn't work because of distance. He was playing in China then and all that. So, maybe it's another angle to Victor Anichebe. Not exactly sporting related, but it's still another angle to Victor Anichebe this morning.
Friends, I suspect you did this. Wasn't it yesterday we were talking about
sliding into someone's
DMs? And then today,
don't put you on the
spot. You've changed.
Don't put you on the spot today.
Okay.
I heard it yesterday and he was saying, are we bringing that on there? And I was like, yo.
We brought it on there.
It's going to come on there one time.
Ayobami and Marshall.
Good morning to you today. Good morning to Faith and to the listeners out there. Victor Anichebe, what a fantastic footballer for the Super Eagles. I actually feel if he had actually had it quite easier with the Super Eagles and perhaps laid a bit more of lasting impression in the minds of Nigerians, it could have been a lot easier for some British-raised Nigerian players to have actually, easily switched their allegiance, for the Super Eagles, because you look at it in times past, most of them usually just feel, since there has really never been, or say, there hasn't really been a big player that has actually switched his allegiance to play for Nigeria, and of course turned out successful in both the club and national team career. They've always refrained from actually making that decision. But I think Victor Moses, to a large extent, helped change that narrative. And here we have Alex Iwobi and also for others. already throwing that way. But I think Adebimpe Anichebe actually had it quite easier with the Super Eagles. Maybe it could have just been a lot easier for most Nigerians to do this. Maybe we could have actually had Gabriel Agbola play for Nigeria at one point in time, because I think they were both at the same time,
Don't also forget a certain Shola Ameobi.
Shola Ameobi, yeah, true. He was at the 2014 World Cup.
Yeah, he was. And his brother, Sammy.
Sammy.
Come on.
Shola Ameobi was more like Stephen Kesh's friend.
Yeah.
Stephen Keshi held him, in very high esteem.
Yeah, true.
Not just for his ability on the pitch, because he was already, advanced in age at that time, but said he had this calming influence in the dressing room. And you always need somebody like that.
Yeah, you always see the aura around Shola whenever Shola is talking to teammates and all that. You see that commanding presence. You see that respect.
Even during his time with Newcastle, you could tell
even
that
at his club side, you could tell that everyone.
What is he up to these days?
I can't
because
really
it's clear that somebody like that has got more about him than just.
Honestly, I won't be surprised if he's actually still active. I need to confirm. I know his brother is still
playing.
Yes, I know his brother is still playing, Sammy Ameobi, but I won't be surprised if Shola is also still active. I would confirm that in a minute. But the fact is that he's actually one I feel we shouldn't lose. In the world of football, just like that. We currently have Sheyola Fijano, I think, in trading. Is in Wolves, or is it Hull City set up right there in England?
So the last time I think it was in Wolves.
Wolves, So if you can actually have Shola, maybe also, some way, somehow, we just wouldn't, be far away from actually raising just another Emenalo in the world of football. And who knows, maybe these ones will actually look inwardly and even come down to Nigeria and help us some way or the other.
Okay, it is what it is. We get going this morning because we definitely would like to pick as many calls as possible. And don't forget, our teaser on Twitter this morning. Get your answers in latest by 7:45. I think that's pretty much easy and straightforward. Hopefully, it's going to be that way for our audience as well. Now, quickly from tennis, Britain's Cameron Norrie reached the quarterfinals of the Barcelona Open after Belgian 8th seed David Goffin retired injured. Goffin received treatment for a leg problem after 7 games of the second set, and despite winning the next game, quit wide down 6-love 3-5. 20-time Grand Slam winner Rafael Nadal beat Japan's Kai Nishikori 6-love 2-6 6-2 to set up a second meeting with Norrie. Elsewhere, Jannik Sinner beat Roberto Bautista 7-6 6-2. Stefano Tsitsipas downed Alex de Minaur 7-5 6-3. And Felix Auger-Aliassime beat Denis Shapovalov 6-2 6-3. Meanwhile, former world number 6 Carla Suarez Navarro said on Thursday she has completed treatment for Hodgkin lymphoma and is cured of cancer. The 32-year-old Spaniard had announced last September that she was diagnosed with early-stage Hodgkin lymphoma and would need to go through 6 months of chemotherapy. The Spaniard had said in late 2019 that she will retire at the end of 2020, but now intends to keep playing after her final season was interrupted by COVID-19 and her health issues. According to a report on the WTA website, Suarez Navarro plans to stay at the May 24 to June 30 French Open, where she has direct entry into the main draw. So it'll be nice to see her play at the French Open. We switch to basketball right now. Look at Doncic scored 30 points, leading the Dallas Mavericks to a 115-110 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers on Thursday night, and the return of Los Angeles star Anthony Davis from a 30-game injury absence. In the other results, Phoenix Suns lost to Boston Celtics. It was 99-88 in favor of Celtics. New Orleans Pelicans defeated Orlando Magic 135-100. Milwaukee Bucks also were victorious against Philadelphia 76ers 124-117. San Antonio Spurs won against Detroit Pistons 106-91. And lastly, Charlotte Hornets also lost against Chicago Bulls 91-108. Back home in Nigeria here on Thursday, Rivers Angels recorded their first win at the Nigerian Women Football League Premiership Super 6 with a 4-0 thrashing of rivals Bayelsa Queens at the Dipo Dino Stadium in Ijebu-Ode. It's an international stadium. Bayelsa Queens loss cost the team's chief coach his job as the club chairman, Robin Apriala, announced the sacking of Moses Aduku after the match. Delta Queens also earned their second win in the tournament with a 2-0 victory over Sunshine Queens. Chiamaka Okuchukwu's brace did the job for the Okowa ladies. Meanwhile, FC Robo Queens produced an impressive 4-1 victory over Edo Queens to extend their points to 7 and claimed leadership of the table. Today, we have 2 games. Rivers Angels against Edo Queens, Delta Queens versus Bayelsa Queens. Also coming up later today as well, FC Robo Queens versus Sunshine Queens. Interesting stuff from the Nigerian Women Football League, especially in the Super 6. At the end of the day, I doubt if we'll still be able to look past the regulars, Rivers Angels, Bayelsa Queens.
As things stands right now, it's not looking good for any of these two teams. I think Rivers Angels eventually had their first win just yesterday. They couldn't get a win in the previous 2 games, and now we have just 2 rounds of matches left. So they are running out of games. So let me put it that way. So if they can actually win the remaining 2 games, maybe. But it's looking very, very difficult for them. Same thing for Bayelsa Queens. They've not really had it. In fact, I think the whooping team has to be Edo Queens. But I think as things stands right now, it won't really be surprising if FC Robo picked the ticket. Fine, they're not
supposed to be the smallest.
Exactly.
In terms of
they're supposed to be the David of the tournament. Now they're actually taking all the Goliaths in the tournament to the cleaners. But I think it's always going to be quite interesting how things will pan out for them because remember they are the least funded of all the teams. I think they're a privately owned club amongst all the other teams in this competition. So if they eventually make it to the CAF Women's Champions League, where would the money come from? But I think I'm hearing that they are already receiving a bit of support from Asisat Oshola. They've also had Rashida Ajibade as a former player. So if these guys actually deem the feel like, okay, this is our alma mater, let's help them in their first campaign on the continent, who says they can eventually make it happen?
Could it be because it's happening in Ogun State, not so far from Lagos, their base? As opposed to teams coming from
that would have been the case
Rivers,
if fans were actually allowed. That would have been the case if fans were allowed at the stadium. And if we had to actually consider the distance, these teams obviously arrived about 2 or 3 days before the start of the tournament. So I'm not too sure it's down to fatigue of the long queue they had to make. It's just pretty much down to the fact that FC Robo at this particular point in time
they're informed.
Yeah, we should give them kudos for what they're doing. Now we shouldn't begin to look for different reasons why they're doing. Some people have said that maybe because the big girls are faltering right now, that is why they are doing well. But then, regardless of that, even if the big teams are not doing well, they have taken the gauntlet and they are doing so well for themselves. So we should give them kudos. If they get the tickets, the most important thing for us is getting quality representation on the continent. So if they get the ticket, I hope they will be able to do so well on the continental stage.
And they also have the tournament's top scorer in their ranks, Monday Gift, a Super Falcons player. So maybe it's really not too difficult for us to look outside the fact that FC Robo are pretty much the team informers.
FC Robo will wish you all the best. From day one that I came in contact with that name, it has always sounded funny to me. But it is what it is. In the NNL, Chief Operating Officer Emmanuel Adesola is hopeful Van Dresser FC would consider making a return to the league after announcing their withdrawal from the league some weeks back. The Lagos-based club, in a statement, announced their decision to quit the league, citing unfair treatment by the NNL as one of the reasons for taking that decision. That is deciding to opt out. However, additional revealed efforts were made to have the club reconsider the position and return to the fold. In the CAF Confederation Cup, Motasin Bala El Taib's first half strike earned Alali Benghazi a 1-0 victory over Eyimba in the penultimate Group A game in the CAF Confederation Cup. The MPFL side were reduced to 10 men in the 74th minute after Timothy Danladi was given his marching orders, but Eyimba managed to keep their hopes at bay and settled for the all-goal defeat. Speaking after the defeat, Eyimba's head coach Fatai Osho caught a disappointing figure and believes the result was not the true reflection of the game.
Quite improved performance on our part. We know we have to get results here to stand a very good chance of going to the quarterfinal. We had our work cut out, and the players are quite aware of this, and they really work so hard. And that goal came, quite shocking one at that. And after that, we tried to see what we can do to rescue the situation. The red card, again, changed the narrative to some extent. Even at that, we tried to push and see if we can salvage the game, at least get something out of it. But unfortunately, we couldn't.
Okay, that you listen to the head coach of defeated Eyimba in that game, talking about Fatai Osho. It ended 1-0 in favor of Al-Ali Benghazi against Eyimba. So, as it stands right now on the table, we have Orlando Pirates occupying the top spot with 9 points, Ali Benghazi on 7 points, Eyimba 6 points, and ES Sativ on 5 points. In the final match, ES Sativ will play Ali Benghazi and Eyimba versus the toppers, Orlando Pirates. It's important, it's straightforward. Eyimba need a win against Pirates to stand a chance of progressing to the quarterfinals. Hopefully, they'll be able to get it. Now, moving on, UEFA President Alexander Shofarin has warned rebel clubs that they will face consequences for their aborted breakaway, and there may be more pain to come for the owners of the top clubs. The failed attempt to create an elite Super League as a direct rival to UEFA's Champions League has left Shofarin nearly emboldened at the helm of Europe's governing body. European football's governing body holds an executive committee meeting today where lawyers, bans and suspensions could be recommended for the rebels. Well, this is not the end of the story. Yeah. Yesterday, Manchester City player Ike Gundogan also tweeted, and it was more or less in between that. Well, what you are seeing with the ASL is just lesser of two evils. It believes that the reforms, the new format in the Champions League that is set to take over, I think 2024, the expansion doesn't take into consideration the welfare of the players because they now have to play so many games, meaning that some players are not particularly happy with UEFA as well.
Yeah, obviously, it's just like choosing the lesser of two evils right now. UEFA also, they're looking to make more money. The teams that formed up the ESL were also looking to make more money, obviously. Everyone is looking for money, and that is just the baseline. And, while you're doing that, you should still consider the welfare of the players. Now, the new UEFA format, the Champions League format, is saying that they'll be playing 10 games as against the usual 6 that they used to play. So, that means the players will have to go on more trips. They have to play more games as regards the entire season, and that will be taking its toll. Even what we have currently is taking its toll on its players.
Quick question. Do you think UEFA will be taking it too far to go ahead and punish these 12 clubs?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
they should still be punished.
Yes, I think it's the right thing to do to actually avoid any form of repetition. The punishment obviously won't come in form of financial remuneration, but I think, like we said on Wednesday, perhaps in forms of financial fair play rule. Remember, teams are actually allowed to not spend beyond a certain profit margin per year. So reduce that profit margin and possibly reduce the amount of players each of these teams can register.
Remember, Florentino Perez is saying, look, the ASL is just on standby.
Yes.
It's not going away.
And that's what I'm saying. Listen, if you guys if you ever let these teams go scot-free again, then definitely there would actually be a resumption to this.
I'm against that school of thought.
Really?
Actions obviously should have consequences, but then let's just mend fences and move on. We can disagree to agree.
We'll take a break to get this message. We'll be back.
Bros. I beg, I feel see careless 5K for there. For where?
Oh, my careless 5K. Now EcoBank straight.
Gentlemen Association. Hey! EcoBank Super Rewards Orlando. Save 5,000 naira for your EcoBank account for 30 days or open new EcoBank account with 5,000 naira deposit. And you will be one of the 50 people who go collect 25,000 naira a woof every week for 4 months. Plus, 4 people go win 1 million naira grand prize each. To gather more advantage, collect and link your EcoBank card to *326# or EcoBank Mobile. EcoBank Super Rewards. Now from March to July 2021. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Ilaji Hotel and Spa Resort is at it again. In furtherance of its corporate vision of nurturing football talent to stadium and in fulfillment of its contractual agreement with Malaga CF of Spain, Ilaji Hotel and Spa Resort is organizing a 7-day scouting program and coaching education for talented footballers and coaches who want to give their career a giant leap. This scouting program will hold between Saturday, 1st of May and Friday, May 7, 2021. Application fee is 10,500 for the young talented footballers and 20,000 naira for the coaches. highly talented footballers stand a good chance of being scouted by Malaga CF Academy coach and Mr. Diego Martins, a FIFA licensed agent. Ilaji Hotel and Spa Resort will be responsible for the sponsorship of successful players. Football coaches will be given a certificate of participation. Visit Ilaji Hotel and Spa Resort or Loyal Village at Koro Ibadan or call 0802 362 6685 for details. Don't miss it.
Okay, there you listen to an important message, and well, a lot of people are already taking advantage of this initiative. I'm so happy about it. The scouting and coaching program that is being put together by Ilaji Hotels and Sports Resorts, registration still ongoing for coaches who want to get better in their crafts, and for talented young footballers, especially between the age of 10 and 21. This is a massive opportunity for you to take up. Remember, this is being done as a kind of collaboration between Ilaji Hotel and Sport Resort and of course Malaga CF of Spain. If you ask an average Nigerian football talent, what his or our biggest dream is to have the opportunity, to play football, and especially outside the shores of Nigeria. For obvious reasons.
Because even getting into the national team right now, most often than not, you have to be playing abroad. You get to see only 2 or 3 home-based players, so you understand why that is happening.
Why are you actually trying to be civil? Let's forget all that. Talk about the money. All those ones. I mean, you're just trying to actually, patch it at the back. Listen, let's talk about the money. It's a money spinning, career, and if you eventually get your, things right, you get lucky, you have the talent. Obviously, you could eventually change your.
Gone are the days when people didn't want their awards to go into football. Yeah. Now they push them. In fact, you see a parent say, "Look,
after school,
don't tell me you want to be a goalkeeper." Okay,
go and play forward.
You have to be an attacker. So any punch from midfield going forward, that's any other thing outside of that doesn't make any sense.
So talking about the money, I'm calling Tunde out now to sponsor me for the coaching clinic.
Interesting.
Okay.
For the coaching clinic.
Yeah.
Come on.
For the coaching clinic.
You're not too old to be a footballer now.
No, he doesn't fit into this one.
Oh, really?
Obviously, he doesn't. So we'll try the coaching part. You have very important coaches to rest on their shoulders on this one. Coach Adegbe Onigbide is one of the instructors for this. Ex-internationals are also coming on board. Nduka Ogbade, Mutio Adepoju, and so many more. You can get more information about this scouting and footballing opportunity by calling these numbers 08023 626685, 08023 626685, or 08072779231. Let's get on our Twitter this morning. I think we do have a winner.
Yeah, we do.
The answer actually is who?
Jesus Navas.
Straightforward. Yeah. So we have a winner. The winner is
Olu MC Jobson.
Great one.
Olu MC Jobson. His answer came in just a minute or 2 before the deadline. Quite interesting there.
Okay. We'll definitely reach out to you via DM. You can call us. Let's see if we can pick 1 or 2 calls this morning. Are you ready to play for instant 5,000 naira? 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, or 0706949 3000. Yesterday in the EPL, Leicester City, very ruthless. They defeated West Bromwich Albion. In La Liga, Atletico Madrid are back, at the top of the table, courtesy of their 2-0 victory against a struggling Huesca yesterday. Messi also scored a brace to propel Barca to a 5-2 win over Getafe. Let's check this out. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name, where are you calling from, and your number, please?
Aziz from Abeokuta.
Okay. Aziz, your number what? Sorry? Number 2.
Number 2.
Okay, how many times have Tottenham suffered defeat in the EPL this season?
10 times.
10 times. Great one. Congratulations to you, Aziz. No time to waste time on that one. Okay, Aziz, please reach out to me on my Instagram page at Tunde Olawuwo, okay?
Okay, thank you. number.
Thank you. Let's see if we can get one more. Share permitting this morning. Share has been nice today.
Are you
Maybe
sure?
he's waiting for his question.
Are you sure?
Hello, good morning. We already have a 5,000 naira waiter. Hello, good morning.
My name is Adewale Kabiru from Academy.
Okay, your number, please, Adewale.
Number 4.
Number 4. Wow, this is very, let me say, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how old is Carla Suarez Navarro? We talked about her this morning.
32 years.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Of course, you're absolutely correct. Are you winning for the first time on this show?
Yes, I'm the first time.
Okay. Congratulations to you. Another 5,000 in your pocket. Congrats. Please DM me on my Instagram page. Tunde Olawuwo is my ID on Instagram. Okay? Your name again is Adewale Kabiru.
Yes, from Academy.
Okay, please let it include your details. Thank you so much. So what do we do for share this morning? We have to go. Don't worry. You are sorted, whatever it is.
See you next week.
Faith, be careful of your DMs. We're watching.
Well, I'm looking forward to the mid-table clash between Arsenal and Everton later tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one fixture to look forward to.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ayabana Animation and to Faith Adedeji to share to go. Okay, do have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye bye.
Here is
105.5.
Accessing the
105.6.
one station, all the hits.
105.5. Splash.